All right, let's talk pre-shave oil. Now, if you're not using, and I'm talking to ladies and gentlemen here, if you're not using a pre-shave oil, you are missing out big time. It will give you a closer shave. It reduces irritation, nicks from your razor. It moisturizes, it decreases problems with ingrown hairs. It is sensational. And so what you do, if you don't already know about this, because you can go get pre-shave oil and pay like 25 bucks. And I mean, you can go out and do that, but why do that when I'm here? Because I'm going to show you how to make it. It is so unbelievably simple. All right, so what I'm going to use here is two carrier oils. So we're going to use, now you could use basically any carrier oil, but the most common pre-shave oils use castor oil and olive oil. Now castor oil is super interesting. Now castor oil is known as Ricinus communis. Ricin, just remember that for a second. Now the major component, over 90% of castor oil, is ricin oleic acid, and it's really great for fungal infections, skin irritations, dry skin, muscle aches and pains, hair growth. I mean, it's really, really fantastic. Now, let's just go further down the rabbit hole, if you will. Ricin is a byproduct. Okay, so castor oil gets squashed out of castor beans, okay? Now that's fine, and castor oil is perfectly safe, and you know they've been using it for thousands of years. Now, but the thing is, interestingly, when you squeeze the castor beans, an offshoot of those castor beans, the so-called mash, produces a toxic substance called ricin. Now, anyone who are fans of Breaking Bad will know that the Walter White, the chemistry teacher turned meth producing guru extraordinaire, he tried to poison people with ricin powder. What are you talking about, Mark? Ricin powder, what is this? Well, there is no known antidote to ricin poisoning. Now, so if you eat 8 beans, castor beans, it'll probably kill you. But if you inject it, it's 1,000 times more potent. That's right, 1,000 times more potent. In fact, poor old Georgy Markov, back in 1978, a Bulgarian author, he upset some people. And so they went and stabbed him with with an umbrella with the tip had ricin in it, and they stabbed him with this umbrella. And the ricin got into his blood system, and poor Georgie 3 days later was dead. All right. So there still to this day is no antidote for ricin poisoning. So just in case you're out there and someone's going, they got ricin. Now, by the way, also there were envelopes back in 2003 sent to President Obama by some guy called the Fallen Angel, who was unhappy about some new trucking regulations. So he sent 3 envelopes of ricin powder to the White House, but they got onto it and nothing, no one was hurt, thank goodness. So yes, castor oil, perfectly safe, but the mash produces ricin, which produces this incredibly toxic poison. So there you go. There's just a little bit of useless trivia. Righto, where was I? Oh yeah, castor oil. So we're going to use 2 parts castor oil to 1 part olive oil. And again, if you don't have castor oil, you can go to your carrier oils and look at the the different carrier oils, and no biggie. Righto. So let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a nice little. Right. So castor oil. Here we go. Now, so I'm going to make 2 parts castor oil. Now let me just show you here so you know what's going on. I've got my little thing here, and I'm going to put it in here so I don't make a mess of my desk here. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of castor oil. Righto, just so you can see that. It's quite thick. That's why you add the olive oil. But again, you could use grapeseed oil, but this has so many great properties. Just show you there. Okay. 2 tablespoons of castor oil. Put that over there. And then, stay there. Got my extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to add that to it. 1 tablespoon, so as I said, 2 parts to 1. And olive oil, of course, got fantastic antioxidant properties, etc., etc., etc. You know all of that sort of stuff because you saw the olive oil lecture. where am I? Here we are. Let's put the lids on these so I don't have some sort of major catastrophe. Righto. And then you want to put in, so what have we got there? That's 3 ounces, which is 15 ounces, 45 mils. So let's do a 1% dilution rate of essential oils. You don't have to put essential oils in, but I'm gonna. So you want to put about 1 per 5 mils is 9 drops, okay? Now, skin safe oils, so you want to do something like lavender, frankincense. I am going to use sandalwood, because I'm a man's man. No one believed that at all, did they? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of gorgeous sandalwood. Let's do this. I'm probably making a lot of noise there with the microphone. Alrighty, so there we go. So we've got that in. I get my bottle. I love this stuff. If you haven't shaved without pre-shave oil before, you are in for a treat. So let's put that in there. Now you put it in anything at all. There we go. Yum, yum, yum. So, where are we? I have my little dropper. So it's Father's Day yesterday, so I'm making this as a Father's Day present to myself. So, okay, so what would you do? What do you do? Here's what you do. Let me get this out of the way. Sorry if that makes a big noise with the microphone. Get that over there. All right, so let's say it's the morning, and you go, all right, it's time to shave my head. So you have a shower, which opens up the pores, which softens up everything. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, or you didn't do your legs or what have you. And then you don't need much. Righto. Get a little bit of that. You see there? A little bit of oil. And then, so this softens up your hairs. As I said, protective barrier. And by the way, castor oil is only number 1, even though it's thick, it's number 1 on the comedogenic scale, the clogging pores scale. So, no big deal there. Same with olive oil, it's only 2. All right, so there we go. So I'm pre-oiled, so then you'd leave that on for about a minute. Well, we don't have a minute. That would be boring. So, what do? You oiled up, or oiled up, or oiled up, or you know what I mean. Where are we? And then just go through your normal routine. What I do for my craft, eh? So now we all lathered up. It's about as high risk as I get shaving with no mirror. And away you go. And so little wonder my son thinks I'm a complete nutcase. And away you go. So that's all there is to it. I better go finish this off, film another lecture.